Incoming transmission. Good morning, cadets, and welcome back to our Mass Effect Andromeda playthrough. The Epilogue episodes. Probably it's gonna be just one, probably two. We'll see how this one goes. And apparently my codex entries is bugged, so we have that on the side all the time. First, let's check on Scott, see if he has anything
Go
else.
on. I need some rest.
Yeah, you do. You have. This should be the
I
same.
am Dr. Liara
Yep,
Tizumi,
the same
and I've spent
audio
several
excerpts,
decades.
except we have email terminal right here. Please add your thanks for the team. Initiative Meridian Helios. We almost didn't make it, but thanks to the bravery of the Pathfinder team, we have well and truly arrived. Add your voice and gratitude. Let them know that they have affected lives. Next one. Thank you so much. I'm relieved beyond measures that my involvement was not necessary. Brand Cabin. There are no words. Waking up to this was amazing. G. Daniels Posiroth. Thank you. Seems like the thing to do. Candy Jensen. Thanks. Forever honestly. LP. Danke. To the team. H. Lovell. You're the best. Way to plant the flag. Cammy Tabert. Simply thanks. From Pam Aberdeen. Knew it would work out. They said we were good as that, but didn't see it, so I knew we'd come back from the brink. See Pernia. Tech. We're going to make it work. Imkem Magnusson. Thank you. Knew we'd make it. Lori, Neve, and Ira. Thanks. Can't say it enough. HL. So grateful. Go team! WP. Grazie. Amazing ride. Big guarantee. So hopeful. Came here to be someone, now we can. L. Lovell and V. Jess. Moving forward. Being stuck in stasis was rough, but it was nothing compared to what you did. Thank you. Paul Mugman. Thank you. Just thanks. Pony Moses. But I have the feeling this are the developers inserted into the game. Like a thank you note that we finished the game. You're the best. Thanks for picking up my slack. Junior would be amazed. Eric Camber. You're the best. You can drive my boat anytime. Captain I. Can't say enough. This is stupid. Heroes don't need thanks from me. I'm just normal. The Aguta. So grateful. Your team is a lightsaver. They probably get that a lot. K. Tetarenko. Great story, Pathfinder. I'm going to write a book about this. V. Tetras. Thank you, team. Can't believe it. Junk Aguda. Words aren't enough. Just gonna scroll to these ones. Because I think this is just from the developers, as a Easter egg. And I don't think there's anything more interesting here. It's just thank you notes from a lot of persons. Okay, nice planet. Let's go home. Awaiting database upgrade. Speed of entries have exceeded civilian buffer. Right, so basically at this point it's kinda spam. Let's
The
just get
decision
out.
isn't yours.
Neither is it yours. That is the point, isn't it? Pathfinder, you're late.
To business then.
All right, get to it. What's so important?
Initiative protocol. Thanks to you, we can finally proceed as intended.
As outposts become colonies, the cluster needs its own voice, a true council.
And while I maintain that it is premature, we must nominate an interim ambassador to represent concerns outside the Nexus. Or rather, you must nominate someone.
Okay, what is this position we're talking about?
Interim ambassador? To what and for who?
To the Nexus. The eventual goal was always a galactic council, but Meridian has accelerated concerns.
An ark has landed. The vaults may make outposts self-sufficient, and we can't claim to represent a sovereign Angara. An interim ambassador would represent concerns outside the Nexus, until elections when we can all step aside.
At the appropriate time.
Shouldn't this be put to a vote? What do I have to choose?
If this person is supposed to represent people, shouldn't the people have a say?
That is precisely why we need your backing.
We can't impose a vote on the Angara. Or even Kadara. Eladin? Won't happen.
But you've acted for everyone. If you endorse a name, some may disagree, but they will trust it as a starting point.
Someone to speak for Helios.
Great.
I put forward Pathfinder Hager.
Of course you
I'd
will.
suggest you, but someone might think you killed the Archon to elevate yourself. We can't allow the appearance of that. But Hager keeps the position and the timeline in the Nexus family.
Why not the Angara? This is their place, actually.
The Angara need to help define the process. It's their right. Plus, the Moshae would help solidify relations.
We're already partnered, thanks to your efforts against the Rokar.
All the more reason to focus on our own issues.
Or maybe the Krogan.
If we want stability, maybe we should ensure the Krogan stay. What if it was Morta?
You are out of your mind.
It's definitely unorthodox.
What about an outpost leader, Bradley?
It feels like the original intent was to give that voice to the outposts. August Bradley's a proven leader.
On a considerably smaller scale.
Hard to fail with so much military support on Eos.
I mean, Hager would be stable for us. Not sure.
Meridian doesn't mean done. Ket are still out there. A Pathfinder is the obvious choice for stability. For us.
But hardly the empowering one.
Same old bullshit.
You know what? I'm supporting the Moshae.
If we're going to treat Helios like a home, we need to acknowledge whose home it is. I won't name anyone. I support asking the Moshae to act as interim ambassador.
Meridian's opening day, and we're surrendering how much influence?
That's the point, you colonial ward.
Dan is not happy.
Scott is
Perfect.
feeling better? Good. This decision, the policy and protocol, that's not what your victory was about. There's more to life than this.
Hey, at least Tan is not happy. Perfect. Anyone I can talk from the console? Cash? Addison?
You're lucky the Pathfinder fixed your shit.
Fix my shit?
Fixed your shit.
Who even are you?
Okay, we're off to a good start. Callow.
Ryder, enjoying the fruits of your labor? You deserve it.
Thanks, Kello.
The Tempest is getting some much-needed service. I thought I'd leave them to it. But I wouldn't miss the big day. Meridian looks so different out of the cockpit. I think I understand better why you do what you do.
I think I have a better understanding as well.
Finding Meridian crystallized a lot of things about being a Pathfinder.
I expect many around here are thinking about their own potential. I don't pretend to understand everything, but Meridian must have opened a lot of doors. Not all of them safe. I want you to know that it'll be my privilege to keep flying you to them.
Yep, we all need that.
I can't do this without a good pilot. Or a great pilot.
How about a pilot determined to help his friends? I've learned a lot from you, Ryder. And Gil. Please don't tell him that. Things will change now. But that's all right. Nothing's ever really lost.
Don't worry, I won't tell them.
I'll be ready when you are.
Good.
We're in business. That's much better.
Okay, we have Dalavas Hyperion. Hello, you are?
Up straight, everyone. This is the guest of honor.
Like you have to tell anyone that.
Hunter, this is our opening. Let there be some sense of ceremony.
As I was about to say, hello, Pathfinder. I am Chief of Operations, Iora Pile.
Second Wave Placements Officer, Darlavas Hyperion.
Hunter Carey, Reconstruction.
Okay. What do you mean second wave?
This is the first I've heard of the term second wave.
It isn't literal. There have been several groups deployed for outposts. Second wave is about the staged evolution of the initiative.
First Wave out of Cryo, structural support and generalists. Food and fences. Second Wave is organizational. Less generalists, more specialists.
More paperwork.
It's needed to rapidly advance. I'm not spending a generation on the range.
Any third waves? No? Okay. So what I mean...
Darla Voss Hyperion, placements officer?
Yes, what's
As our
that?
developments in the cluster grow more sophisticated, proper matching of sleeper and assignment will be vital. My mission is to ensure compatibility and fulfillment.
When are you changing your name to Vast Meridian?
I keep Vass Hyperion to honor the ship that brought us here, as my godparents would want.
Just saying we're staying.
Please forgive Hunter. He is an ass.
Glad we're on the same page.
Iora Pillay, you're in charge of Meridian?
That's a big statement. I will oversee the operations and establishment of our port. Exploration and study of the interesting substructure will be handled by Initiative R&D. I'm told that may take lifetimes. We'll ensure that we have them. That's what I trained for.
And what about reconstruction?
Hunter Carey, can I get some clarification on reconstruction?
Sure thing. I'm tasked with turning this once proud vessel into the future proud human capital.
It's more complicated than that.
No, it's a structural and organizational nightmare. Which is job security, which is perfect. Come back in a year. This'll be a galactic hub. You won't know where the Hyperion ends and Meridian begins.
Well, it's nice to meet you all.
Sounds like Meridian is in good hands.
I can only read the reports of how you brought us this opportunity, but rest assured, we will not waste it.
Yes. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Aye, what they said.
I wonder, does she have Quarian godparents? That she has the name Vas Hyperion?
Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll pay it forward, I swear.
Okay, memorial.
Arc Hyperion, departed Milky Way 2185, arrived Andromeda 2819. Current status recorded as Meridian.
Well, narrator guy's getting work.
Please select a topic.
Okay. How is the integration going?
The transformation of Arc Hyperion into Port Meridian continues both above and below the surface. This includes the planned integration of Initiative and Remnant technologies, pending further research. Port Meridian is currently powered by repurposed Tantalus drive cores, which require the frequent discharge of static energy. This causes a unique visual phenomenon during Meridian's night cycle that has been dubbed Aurora Meridiani.
Okay. And how is the decommissioning going?
While decommissioned as a vessel, the superstructure silhouette of Arc Hyperion will be maintained in perpetuity. All internal structures are being adapted for sleeper deployment and future industrial and residential development. These internal structures have been designated as Port Meridian.
What about defense and landing platforms?
The Hyperion was shepherded to its resting place by a coalition of allies who stood as one against the Ket Archon. Pathfinder FemRyder spearheaded the defense and remains assigned to Arc Hyperion despite its reclassification. Landing Day has been proposed as a cluster-wide holiday. Status pending.
Okay, so that's in the future. What about memorial?
Arc Hyperion has been declared a monument to those who lost their lives in service of the Initiative. A plaque has been placed at the highest point of the Hyperion superstructure. It reads, "We turned our backs upon a dwindling star to chase a dawn beyond our childhood's end."
Good job, Tan. You just walked over all over the memorial. Damn it. I think that was Tan. You have more email terminal. Okay. How long is this one? Not long on what it says. Interfacing, long-term damage. Reporting, Dr. Harry Carlyle assisting Dr. Lexi Tepero and Sam. The ability to activate remnant technology without the SAM is an amazing adaptation, but the Ryder siblings have worked that muscle very hard in a limited time. Sam reports that at least in the Pathfinder's case, normal brain function has not been affected. However, we can observe scarring on the occipital lobe and hippocampus. This fits with assumptions about remnant. RE, interocular transfer and long-term memory. There are also stress markers throughout the corpus callosum, suggesting remnant activation requires some requires some deviation from cooperative hemispheric function. I'm not going there in this report. That split brain business has always killed me out. Recommendation: ongoing monitoring of the Ryder siblings, restrictions of remnant interfacing unless Sam's assist. This one this was one hell of a Hail Mary and we all got lucky. Let's not push it. Notes to 10. Notes to shut up 10 up. 1. Response: what did the Archon actually do and will it kill us? Please summarize this in a form that director 10 can easily digest. I like him off my ass at our earliest convenience. We're examining everything, including the Archon's eye, his omnitool equivalent. Many functions remain unknown and seem specific to exaltation. Forwarded to genetics, response Krogan. It appeared to allow the Archon to externally manipulate the SAM connection, but it's unclear how useful the Archon's own data will be. He clearly wasn't aware how difficult it would be to attempt to interface with Meridian, despite observing the hemorrhaging the pathfinding suffered while interfacing with far smaller remnant elements. The data from SAM suggests the Archon managed to poke some form of maintenance protocol. The remnant that he summoned were enacting some form of corrupted cleaning behavior. The architect was itself in some state of deconstruction disrepair. As for Meridian's activation, that was not the Archon. The simplest analogy is that touching any system was akin to approaching a motion detecting light. As soon as ships approached, Meridian began to transition out of dormancy. And more notes to shut 10 up. Continued. Could Meridian be weaponized? Technically, anything can be weaponized if you throw it hard enough. Note, do not say that to 10. We're getting into who are the Jordan and what did they intend territory. Signs point to Meridian being a life lab or seed world. That includes aggressive terraforming throughout network vaults. This could be dangerous, but while it is tempting to look at the poor state of vaults and wonder if that could be turned into a planet-wide event, we've seen no evidence of that capability. Do not send the below section to 10, not helpful. Some pendant says that ever since the 2037 outbreak on Earth, every military-run human lab has had protocols for emergency sterilization of facilities. Solarians have similar fail-safes, again in military facilities. Has anyone asked whether the Meridian Sphere and connected vaults were considered civilian enterprises? We know that the Scourge was a weapon and that the Jordan were deliberately targeted, but we've no indication why. Seems like we've want to know that. Angara showing affinity. Useful? Security evaluation. Apis collected status ongoing. We've already hosted multiple Angaran factional heads. Separate concerns have been logged for two of those. Panel Kroyet, and Aya 1. We're making liberal use of their expertise. It's possible that some of Meridian was designed for them to access. They can't, of course, but they've been no end of help without adapting. Let's start again. But they've been no end of help about adapting our technology to integrate somewhat into Meridian's power structure. The Angara welcome any access and we're glad to host it. No doubt some of them are interested in the connection to the Jordan. It's jarring enough to have a creator, but one that was here only centuries ago? I'd be all over this place. End log. Angara showing affinity. Alert. Security addendum. SAM override. Attendees data missing. Speaker 1. The revelation on Haval are problematic. We've never encountered a species designed to pass information through their genetics. Nor do we know the limits of this function. Speaker 2. If they retain information, can we access it? Maybe the Angara can remember how to work Meridian. Speaker 1. This isn't the right question. If they can retain information, can they also receive it? Receive instructions? Have they already? Speaker 2. Well, that's just... You mean sleeper agents? Speaker 1. Shut that off and wipe and log. And interfacing, budgeting request. Interfacing going forward. Special budgeting request, reporting data missing. SAM override. As of today, the Ryder siblings are still the only people able to directly interface with Remnant, and only the SAM connection allows the Pathfinder to do it without damage. It is a self-limiting adaptation, but there was a time when there was only one human biotic, and the mistake of the day was to say she was the only one rather than the first. This ability is demonstrably trainable. Wow, that was a hard one for me to say. We must assume that, like biotics, it is something that can be assisted and will spread in future. To avoid the violence of Subject White and to avoid the mistakes of Bat training a Gagarin, we must begin preparation now. We live inside a machine made by aliens we can't comprehend. The next person to control Remnant cannot be an accident. Welcome to New Zero. Let's be ready. And the last one, autopsy and handling subject, Archon. Reporting exobiologist, Dr. Viara Palina. Subject, the Archon. Species, cat. Age, unknown. Cause of death. The jokes will cease. The cause of death is not Pathfinder. I may be second wave and I didn't see the fight, but there are no monsters in my morgue. This being will be afforded the respect of our profession, especially since the cause of death could have direct consequences should our Pathfinder continue to manipulate Remnant or others seek training in their use. While the structure of the cat brain are unknown in purpose and perhaps design, the damage to tissue is obvious. When the devices of Meridian were denied an external power source, they in part drew from the Archon's own augmentation. This repeat surge and transfer inflicted internal burns and shockingly lacerations. However, it is my opinion that these injuries, while severe, were survivable. I say this because I have a personal history with treatment of biotics who have strained too far and damaged themselves. The fatal element here is different. The use of Remnant is not just a physical strain. It seems to draw some part of the mind into the manipulated element. A division on consciousness. I am in theoretical territory here, but this is my analysis. The Archon overextended his faculties within Meridian. When the Pathfinder took control of the power, the Archon was not just depowered, he was, for lack of a better term, severed from himself. I need more time with the Archon's remains and dedicated facilities, a full team. The studies of this one being could last lifetimes. Huh, interesting. Right, that was a lot of reading. I'm getting thirsty. Right, let's Cora, Joel, Liam go this way.
Hey, Ryder. How's Scott?
Much better.
There might be 2 Ryders around soon. Imagine. The Hyperion's forming scientific teams. Gotta start studying what we have. I may have helped them organize.
I'm curious what they will find.
That'll be exciting. Meridian rewrites all kinds of physical laws.
Maybe they'll name a new law after you. Something about never staying in one place? This is a new cradle for humanity. That's a big idea. Bigger than I'd imagined. So maybe building those teams was smart. Small steps to understand all this. Until we're at the top of the mountain.
And seeing the next horizon.
Can't deny it. I'm game for more. With so much power in our hands, you think it'll be okay?
We can be careful, if need be.
Small steps, like you said. There's no rush to figure all this out.
Right. If nothing else, Meridian gives us time. Whatever happens, you gave everyone an incredible gift. Nice job, Pathfinder.
Thank you.
Hey, Ryder.
Guess you don't have anything else to say.
The last
Joel?
thing they said before cryo was the...
So this is how you all party, hmm? Pretty tame, but don't tell the host I said that. Meridian is amazing, though. You accomplished the inconceivable. I'm grateful to be part of it.
Couldn't have done it without you and the Resistance. But mostly you.
That's kind. I'm glad I rose to meet your expectations. To think that when we met, the Angara and your initiative struggled to find trust.
The way we arrived on Aya was over the top. You know, uninvited and on fire.
True.
Agreed.
Guess it worked out okay.
Ryder, the Angara will never forget how you saved the Moshai. But more than that, we'll never forget how you fought the Ket beside us. How we destroyed the Archon. Meridian is a new beginning for your people and mine. Together.
Yep, couldn't agree more.
New beginnings. That's what I came to Helios for.
And what I dreamed of. Yes. New beginnings. So, let's get to it.
Yep, will do. Who's next? Liam?
Sarah, kept a seat for you. In your planet. That's not getting less weird. About time Meridian got a proper grand opening. We all need this. Heard Scott woke up. How's he doing?
Yeah, resting and healing.
He's exactly where he should be. I'm sure he'd disagree.
So, you're telling me you're having trouble explaining limits to a rider? Hey, know who I just talked to? A second wave technician, fresh out of cryo. Just had his first sunrise in Andromeda. He couldn't stop crying.
Just him?
Must be something going around. Maybe you're the carrier. It's really feeling like home, you know? Finally. They haven't given you 5 minutes alone since the fight. Have you had a chance to let it sink in?
Well, what can I say? I love the work.
There's no time. Meridian is the start of so many things.
Don't need starters. Starters are a dime a dozen. We need finishers. And we have the best. I'm looking at you, Pathfinder Rider. The whole galaxy is. Cheers. Ready whenever.
Thank you, Liam. Yeah, Specialist Rinji.
So glad you're up and around. I have important news for you.
Such as?
There always is.
Yes, discoveries every day, but this is something we've been waiting for. Listen.
Korean art? What? Can you clarify?
What should I be hearing?
Sorry, Sam. Active filtering. Initiative Protocol Alpha Alpha to the screen.
Protocol what?
Processing.
Repeating. This is the Ark Kira Sia. The situation is not under control. Note and avoid until further update. Repeating.
Is that?
The Quarian Ark. And Elcor, Drell, Volus? Hanar, I think. That's some delicate business, putting Hanar in stasis. Point is, they're still out there. The Kila Sia wasn't destroyed.
You're sure about this?
It's patchy. And there's no traceable vector, I assume?
It bounced through the Scourge. I've doubled long-range probes, but...
That's not a distress call. It's a warning to keep away from... wherever they are.
Whatever's happening, they don't want to be found yet. We have to trust their Pathfinder.
All we can do is wait.
Or maybe... trace it?
Nothing new, Pathfinder, but the Quarian Ark is out there. There's hope.
Okay, we have another email terminal. Right. A signal. Holy shit. Login. Com specialist Enzo Ames. Okay, calm down. There's something. It's been bounced who knows how many times. This patch is still, but I know an Arc signature when I see it. Arc Kira Sia. It's out there. It's damaged. Or something. I've put probes out, but with the Scourge, who knows where it is. I'm logging everything, and I mean everything. If a speedbug burps on EOS, I'm parsing it. Because the worst thing? The signal isn't a distress call. It's a warning. And log. Resource deficit. Trackers. Login. Security P. Moses. This is an official complaint. Edison can stop the reports, but I know what I know. And the long-range scans show it. The resource deficit isn't some outlaw shooting up our ships. The reason they're all through and reporting no losses is because it's auto-enacted scheming. An emergency drop triggered by backdoor codes. The good director can swear up and down that no trackers were deployed, but they're out there, and they'll be targeting wherever we work the hardest. And log. Exogeo studies and planetary detection. Login. Elise Morgana. The Scourge continues to defy our best efforts to see through it without costly physical force. Flying blind is not viable, despite the continued reassurance that only remnant drive systems act as attractors to the charged energies within. Until we understand the full mechanism of this weapon, and we must remember that it is a weapon, we need other means of navigating it. Governor Shia has been especially forthcoming in the weeks following the claiming of Meridian. We have received additional data about the Scourge eddies that has allowed deeper scans. It has hinted at the reason why the Angara were reluctant to provide such information. Additional planetary systems and, I presume, additional Angaran colonies. I must repeat that it is only a hint, and that I've assured Shia that my concerns are purely navigational. But given the aggression given the aggression of even the remaining cat, I can't fault her caution and log. And long-range comet studies. Reporting technician Daisy Sturge. Subject: persistent celestial events. As we wake more specialists and focus on traditional astronomical studies, we're tracking several unique phenomena throughout this cluster. The Scourge continues to mask long-range mapping, but in this case, it's actually helped. We're checking a group of comets with the peculiar mass signatures, suggesting they are exceptionally high in pure precious ores. In fact, Alphonse has nicknamed them the precious few. We don't have any ships with the speed to approach, but observation would be valuable in every sense. We have Comet Tamoko's Arrow, Comet Revolver, Comet Jim Dandy, Comet Dawnstar, and Comet Tallulah. Right, Vetra and Sid.
So Tan says he's gonna let me stick around and help with the...
Hey, Ryder.
Ready to go?
You ready to get going? We've still got a lot to do.
You know me, I'm always raring to go.
Oh, she's all grown up, leaving home, doesn't need me anymore.
That'll be the day. We'll handle my deals on this end while I'm gone.
So you have a system in place?
Sounds like you two have a good arrangement.
It's getting there. A little trust goes a long way. Helios has really turned into the fresh start I wanted, in so many ways. And now with Meridian, we're really going to make this place ours. I can't wait. You know where to find me when you're ready.
Sure. Have fun.
This is amazing.
Jack?
Kid. Sorry, Ryder.
Finally.
My name. You're using it. Thank you.
Hey, I'm old, but I can remember things most of the time. This place is something else.
I guess we can explore now.
We can finally start doing what we were supposed to do when we first got here. Explore.
Speaking of that, I sent out the Nakmor scouts. Nearly drowned me in reports until I pointed them at Tan. Told him to be extra wordy just for him.
You'll love that.
He wanted the job, he can have the reports. It's not over, you know. There'll be more Ket and whatever else is waiting out there.
We'll be ready, don't worry, Drac.
Whatever happens, we'll be ready for it.
Pathfinder and crew ready to take on the galaxy, huh? They won't know what hit them.
Yep, you're right on that. Cash? Oh, we have a datapad here. Is this... The Machine of Life for our Nexus Technical Record. Jordan Language Study. Reporting Tigvalon Linguistics. We're beginning to suss out operational files, but identifying is different than understanding. Are we sure we should poke this thing? I'm starting to think even the Jardan were concerned by Meridian.
Even these Jordan were surprised at what they created.
It is not uncommon for a creator to be surpassed by their creation.
Couldn't anyone else have said that?
Like who?
I swear
Suvi?
Hi. Meridian, huh? I see it every day, and I'm still amazed. We're really starting to put down roots. It's wonderful. Did I tell you? The team's working with the Angara to set up a joint research body.
And what about the Tempest?
We still need you on the ship.
I'm not giving up the Tempest, Ryder. I just also hope to be involved with the Angaran scientist. Us helping them helping us. Can you imagine what we could accomplish? I'm getting all misty just thinking about it.
Guess we're back on track.
This was always what was intended. Nice to be here finally.
We always knew what we wanted, but for a while we couldn't see it. Now it's here, it's happening, and it's beautiful.
And who's left? Phoebe, Lexi, and Gil at the end. Phoebe? Oh, wait.
Groundside?
No, not yet. I'm gonna dance a bit. Or whatever dance.
Heading groundside?
Not yet. Let me read the datapad. Which... No, actually, it's not the same. Future potential and protocol. For Nexus technical record. Jordan language study. Reporting Tig Valon linguistics. Jordan technology remains unscrutable. We can't even determine their intent in building Meridian, and partial translations only serve to provoke concerns. Research is ongoing.
What does this mean, Sam?
The language is imprecise, or perhaps too precise, but the potential capacity of Meridian is clear.
Unlimited.
Phoebe?
Well, hello.
Hello yourself.
Eyes front, try not to swoon. I want you.
D2.
I want you more. I need proof. Soon. Well, let's get this show on the road. Meridian looks great, but, you know, been there, done that.
I think Meridian is the key.
We'll be here a lot. This place is the key to everything.
You're right. I love keys. They open all sorts of new things. Helios is changing, and will be for a long time. I'm just antsy. Don't want to miss a thing. Oh, I almost forgot. The device we got out of the volcano? Gil thinks it might someday allow me to program real personality into Pock and Zap.
That's all I need. A robot cracking wise while I'm in a firefight.
Oh, you're always so serious. Enjoy the moment. We're here to celebrate, remember?
Oh, yes, we will.
What am I going to do with you, PB?
I'll send you a list. For now, you're right. The galaxy isn't going anywhere. Let's have some fun.
Yes, we will. Phoebe, we will. Lexi, all good?
Still standing?
Still standing.
Then I did my job. Somehow. Nothing more need be said.
Thank you.
There's one thing. Dr. Lexi Tapero, thank you.
Yeah, that did it. You jerk. Go on. I've a reputation to protect.
Okay, I'll leave it to it.
Good to be outside.
And Gil.
Thanks for the invite to the party.
I didn't organize anything.
Not this. Landing day. That was worth jumping galaxies.
You're welcome, Bertak.
Hey, Ryder. Jill is walking the walk. The procedure took. I'm gonna be a dad.
Congratulations!
I'm thinking Mary if it's a girl, Deanne if it's a boy. Mary, Deanne, Marie Deanne. Pretty cool, right?
I think you might need to confer this with Jill.
Jill might have something to say about that.
Oh, right. Note to self. Bounce names off Jill. So, this is supposed to be a celebration, right? You getting used to any of this yet? Meridian? The dream becoming a reality?
Still a long way to go.
We're not done by a long shot.
Come on, try to ease up a little. Enjoy the win. But so you know, I've got the Tempest topped out and ready. You want to blow this hot dog stand? Just say the word. Callow's out there somewhere, time one on. If we're really sneaky, he won't even notice we're gone.
Who's flying then? You?
Why the hell not? I'm a quick study. How hard can it be?
I think very hard.
Hard.
And how about the Nomad? Just once around the planet.
No.
Ugh, guess I'll just have fun down here.
Right.
Honored to see you, Pathfinder.
Glad to have you.
A fantastic turn of fortune for the Hyperion. Perhaps one day the Partero can expect the same. In not quite so dramatic a fashion, hopefully.
We'll see. I guess this is it. Wait. Where are we going? Ah, this way. That's the door. I thought this was the door here, but apparently not. Hey, have fun, guys. Any other data pad actually around here that I might have missed?
Thank you, Pathfinder.
This is what I expected. It's better.
Oh, Sloan, you're here.
If you're expecting a pat on the back, you're going to be disappointed.
Nah, maybe not.
You didn't disappoint me on the battlefield.
When I enter an alliance, I mean it. Besides, I enjoy kicking some cat ass.
We have that in common.
That's where the similarities begin and end, Pathfinder.
Right. Oh, and we have the Moshai as well. Is there anyone else that I missed?
Ryder.
Thank you, Pathfinder.
No, just the Moshai.
Pathfinder. I'm told I'm about to get exceptionally busy.
Which, given your health, is unwise.
We all gave of ourselves, Zephyra. It was time. And as this ambassador, I will continue to do so.
It seemed logical to me.
No other choice made sense.
That isn't true. There were choices that made sense for others. Also, don't assume my name brings universal approval. You know how varied our opinions can be. I can't speak for everyone, but I will gladly help create the system that does. Ansala Venjuri, Pathfinder. There is much yet to learn.
Thank you, Moshai. I guess we can just take off.
Hi, Ryder.
We still have the interview though.
Leaving so soon?
Yeah, I still have work to do.
You know the job doesn't end.
I'm new to this role myself. The training didn't cover how to honor your peers. There's no protocol. Your father invented this role, but you defined it.
Meridian is humanity's home, and maybe one for all of Helios. We did that, but I'm the Pathfinder. I should be out there on the Tempest with all of you. Let's go home.
Oh, okay, that was sudden. That finishes everything, and we still have an interview, though. And what else was Millie? Just deconstruct this one.
Damn, that's...
100% viability on all known UNCs, Pathfinder. Please access the Tempest VidCon for an important update.
Tempest VidCon? Alright.
Nice. Any other emails? Okay, you and Meridian to Ryder, from Kerry to Vessa. Hello, Ryder. Historic doesn't even begin to cover it. Meridian will have entire textbooks to itself. Any interview footage you can give me before these things turn upside down again? Kerry. Interesting find. To Ryder from Calo. Hello, Ryder. Leon found this on a Nexus message board, and I thought it might amuse you. Attached is a vintage watercolor style painting of the Tempest grounded on the Meridian, with Calo posing heroically in front of it in a scarf and old style flight goggles. I didn't imagine anyone knew what I looked like. You're the famous one these days. It's rather fetching though. If I can get a clean copy, maybe I'll put it somewhere. Calo. Don't let it go to your head. To Ryder the Conqueror from PB. I know you got a million people shining you on right now, so I'm here to talk you off the pedestal. We're not done, Buster. There's a galaxy of secrets out there, and I'm gonna go get them, with or without you. Your call. So lap up the praise, but do it quick and get your ass back in gear, Buster. PB. Will do. So much more to do. To Ryder from Liam. Things I wrote as we walked away from Meridian Control. This is the best sunlight I've ever felt. God damn, the Hyperion hit hard. But it's home now. Holy shit, all these people are home now. I'm going to walk this whole sphere. Wonder if there's fish. Can we make fish? We brought fish. What's in that star? I think I'm going to cry, and it's great. Tomorrow will be great. Let's go exploring. Costa. Instead of a list of media, there's just home as a header and a bunch of blank entries to be filled in later. Thank you. From Vetra to Ryder. Guess what? They want to name a gun after me. They might do one for everyone on the Pathfinder's crew. Can you imagine the lines? You trying to be funny? Nix that. Sorry, I just need to work on my one-liners. Vetra. That would be interesting. Good news. To Ryder from Suvi. Dear Ryder, I thought you'd like to know that the science team has decided to name our first Helios Milky Way plant hybrid after you. It's not exactly viable yet. About 90% of them die shortly after the germination, and those that survive tend to be sterile, but we're getting there. Okay, I just read this over and I feel like it could almost be taken as an insult, but I swear it's not. Suvi. Communication from Jaw. Ryder from Jaw. Ryder, in case you haven't seen the reports, celebrations are breaking out on Ayan Haval. People are walking with lightness to their steps, and there is even more laughter than usual. Recruitment for the Resistance has never been easier. On Vold, while the Ket are in disarray, we will take down their bases one by one until they are gone from the planet forever. People hope that one day the Vassal will be a thing of the past and that all worlds will be like Aya. Change is coming from the Agara and the humans. We're lucky to have each other. At least, that's what Ephra said. No, he really did. Jal Amadarov. And the last one. Good work. To Ryder from Korra. We secured Meridian, gave the Archon hell, and made the cluster bloom. No Huntress team could have done it better. That's because of you. I'm proud to have been your second through all of this. We didn't need golden words, after all. Just the right person for the word job. Thank you, Korra. Right, let's just archive all of this. We have the interview available. Right, and we have the Tempest VidCon. Let's do a quick check with the crew, actually.
Where to next?
Where we are needed.
We'll go wherever we're needed most.
And now you sound like a superhero. But not saying you aren't, of course.
And you're right. We're still needed out there. So what are we waiting for?
Yep. Just need to do an interview and talk with the rest of the guys.
What can I do for you?
Oh, nothing from Calo.
You know what?
Really? Disappointed. Baby?
Meridian was mind-blowing, right? But I was so worried I would lose you. Guess that comes with the territory when you kind of sort of love someone, huh?
Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere.
Takes more than that to get rid of me.
I'm never getting rid of you. Now, Helios will really take shape, and we have VIP tickets. In some ways, I feel like our adventure is just beginning.
Are we getting together later?
The answer is always yes.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Okay, next one. Oh, we have Joel, Cora, and...
Pathfinder, you have new email.
I hear Scott's back on his feet.
He's hobbling around. Nowhere near ready for the field.
Think how much we'll get done with 2 riders.
I can't wait to see Ephra's face when he learns there's another one.
Right, we have a new email.
Well, Ryder does lead us to...
Some good news to Ryder from Jack. Hey kid, been thinking about how much we've been through since I came aboard. We nailed Spender and the Archon. Survived the whole mess of things. It's about time I let you on a little secret. Something good. Meet me on the Nexus and don't tell anyone. Jack. Okay, well though. That means another quest on the Nexus?
If there is, we'll find out.
Joel? Anything to say?
So, isn't this the best time to be alive? Yeah, I've decided it is.
Or the best time to be awake, as the case may be.
No, awake and alive. Because if you weren't here, you'd be dead. Best time to be alive.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, though I don't know how we top this feeling. For now, maybe we don't have to.
But I'll leave it to
I'll
it.
see you later, Joel.
Stay strong and clear.
Where Cora?
Meridian, at last. There's still so much to do. For the Nexus, the Angara, but not today. Today, we get to feel good about winning.
Yep. And I'll
See
let
you
you
later,
to it as
Cora.
well.
I'll be here.
Where was Liam? There you are.
Talk to me.
Alright, you don't have anything? Okay.
We'll
So I
talk.
guess maybe not everybody has something to say. We should have Gil, Drac, I saw Vetra down there.
To the bank.
Hail the Archon Killer. I heard it was touch and go, but you really rose to the occasion.
Oh, did what I had to do.
Not much choice when your back's against the wall.
Remind me never to piss you off.
Don't
talking
worry,
to you,
Gil.
Gil.
Anytime.
Don't worry. Won't do anything to you. You'll be a dad soon. So...
That was a good win. I wonder what other kind of trouble we can get up to.
maybe take 5.
Drac, take a breather. It's okay to slow down.
Maybe I worry I'll get too slow if I don't keep moving. Maybe.
Maybe.
We can talk
I'll
more
catch you
later.
later.
Sure.
And that should leave Vetra. And who else? Lexi. And Sam as well. We can see if he has something to say.
Woke up today and thought, back to the search. And then I remembered, it's over. It's really over. We did it.
Well, unfortunately, it's not the end.
Doesn't mean we can relax. There's still so much to do.
Really? And here I was thinking I'd quit. Maybe talk to a Nexus colonization expert. Get assigned to an outpost, start a farm or something. Who am I kidding? I love being on the ship. I'm staying here until you kick me off.
That will be never.
You
Don't
probably
worry.
have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Lexi?
Ready for more tests?
Not again. Lexi, I'm fine.
Sit now, and I'll skip the blood work. Have you experienced any muscle spasms? Nosebleeds? Memory loss?
No, nothing to report.
I feel like my normal self.
You haven't been normal since Habitat 7. Inhale. Exhale. You should know. Professor Hirek approached me about a transfer to the Nexus. Apparently my research on cat anatomy has been useful to the militia.
Seems like a good opportunity.
You could continue your studies in a low-risk environment.
I turned him down. Truth is, I've discovered I do my best work in the field. And someone has to keep an eye on you.
Well, you've proven yourself.
We'll just ignore the fact you died on me. Twice.
3 times.
No, the first time's on Harry.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah, sorry about that. Apparently my antivirus decided to act up.
Need something?
Nope.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
So, sorry about that short jump skip over there. Sam?
Hello, Sarah. Through Meridian, I gained insight into the Jardin, creators of the Remnant and the Angara. Meridian's code accounts for incredible potential and infinite diversity. They weren't achieved. No creator would be content.
You think the Jardin might come back?
Unknown. They abandoned a great work, which you have reinterpreted. Against significant odds, you are home.
Well, so much for the odds.
There's more to life than the risks against you.
Yes, I see why you constantly balance the facts against your resolve. In a brief time, you have suffered, triumphed, and grown. You are a new iteration of yourself, respected and recognized. I have lived it with you. I see why the unknown beckons, what it means to prevail against it. This is how once humanity is grown. I am glad to know.
Nice one, Sam. I'll let you
Thanks,
tweet.
Sam. Nothing more.
Any other emails? No. I guess VidCom and back to the Nexus to meet with Jack to see what he has and do the interview. And I think that should be everything done in terms of quests and tasks and all that. There might still be a chance I miss something, but who knows.
There's a new task because we hit 100% viability?
It is a significant milestone, Pathfinder. Preparations have been made for some time.
Wait, what preparations?
I need to know if there's another expectation because of this.
Updating objectives. You have a high priority destination.
At Habitat 7, what's going on?
I have been instructed to not reveal mission parameters. Don't be late, Pathfinder.
That's not shady at all. Maybe we go to the Nexus first, then to Habitat 7?
We're in stable orbit.
Oh, there's the landing zone Meridian. And, oh, actually,
Anomaly on sensors.
we still have stuff to explore out here.
Anomaly found.
Got it. You know what, let's just do that really quick. We found another comet. Titanium deposit. Nice.
I'm picking up something.
There's anomalies. What's out here?
Probe away.
Craters or mountains?
Getting a scan.
Mountains. Let's go to that one. This one looks
Anomaly
nice.
on sensors.
What anomaly is it?
Probes launched.
Either growth or minerals.
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Minerals. And 2 more places. And that should be everything with exploration out in space. Unless there are a couple more other systems opening up.
Anomaly on sensors.
It's a crevasse.
Anomaly found.
And a bit more experience. Got it. Yep, it was where I thought it would be. And it says 99% progression. Yeah, the world is waiting, but first, let's get to the Nexus. And by the looks of it, I think this might be the last episode as well for this series. Because I think I pretty much exhausted everything. I'm wondering, is the Nexus looking a bit more better, more built up? The answer, I think it's no. I mean, not that I see. Except that, yeah, we're missing one arc, the Hyperion, which is on Meridian. We should have some HNS news to read, that's for sure. Or I mean, I think we should have. Yep, Nexus HNS condition upgraded. Specialist Scott Ryder is reportedly in stable condition after helping stop the Archon and secure Meridian. Doctors expect the human Pathfinder's brother to make a full recovery. Meridian HNS Ket routed, Meridian found. The Ket defeated, Meridian found. In a dramatic battle that killed the Archon, the mysterious remnant technology known as Meridian was activated. While the limits of its powers are still unknown, the effects are widespread, making any world with the vault not only livable but sustainable. The Hyperion was nearly lost in battle with the Archon, but thanks to the bravery of the Ark's pilot, Captain Dunn, its estimated 200,000 passengers in stasis survived a crash landing, that period. Species across the galaxy are heralding the decisive victory over the Ket as a major step toward galactic unity. Chief's Key, HNS, Remnant City uncovered. An entire Remnant City has been discovered on a space station in the Sivki system. The station was thought to be Meridian, a widely speculated key to sustaining life in the galaxy. Leaked footage shows Initiative forces encountered heavy resistance from Ket on the station. Nexus sources tell HNS the city was not in fact Meridian and that their search continues. Nexus HNS, Nexus Ambassador named. Moshe Sefa has been named interim ambassador to the Nexus. The appointment of the Angaran leader is heralded as a smart political move given the Milky Way species' alien status in Helios. Yes, exactly, that's why. Right, that was a lot of reading. Kerry, where are you? Up there? The same spot? No, not exactly. I think Drax's quest is this way as well.
Pathfinder, you're here. I'll give you my entire chocolate ration for an interview about Meridian.
That's a bit unprofessional, but I want chocolate.
Bribing your interview subjects? So much for ethics.
So, Meridian's real. A promised land. You did it. The Hyperion's a mess, but that crash site does mean humans have a claim to Meridian.
Well, we're willing to share.
Technically, yes, but practically, our allies will always be welcome.
It's good to have that on the record. I'm headed out there soon. Documenting Meridian could be a lifetime's work, even for an Asari. I can't wait to get started. Meridian. Now that's history in the making.
Just be careful. And Jack? Does that mean yes, we're done with the task? With the interviews, and let's see what Jax wants.
Everything's reading normal. They're snug as... Oh, hey, Ryder.
Harry, what's going on here?
You're telling her? Oh, can I watch, please?
Of course.
Got something to show you.
I'm confused. Is that a Krogan baby?
What's going on exactly?
Just look, kid.
Wait, are those...
Krogan children. My children. Live in the egg, every last one of them.
Nobody else knows, Ryder. We're keeping this quiet after what happened with that human baby born out here. I don't know what's in store for me, but however this turns out, I'll be part of our future. And so will you.
Yep, they're lucky to have you.
You still have a lot left to give.
Guess I do. Hope. It's a scary thing. I'll fight Ryder to protect them, to give them a future.
Just like he fought for me.
Oh, that was sweet. I wonder who the father is. Maybe Vaughn? Who knows? And that finishes that, which means we can return where it started. Back to Habitat 7. And we're gonna have to watch the Tempest leave without me being able to
Pathfinder?
skip it. Come on, Callow. I mean, actually, we're not on the clock right now, so take your time. You earned it. Any other emails I need to read?
Hello?
No, we have Future out here. To Ryder from Drac. Bear with me for a second. An old Krogan's about to get emotional. Not long ago, I honestly wonder why I'm still alive. There were so many times I almost beat it. A lot of those times I deserved to. Somehow, I kept living. Living so long it's easy to feel like nothing matters anymore. Beyond maybe the smile I get spotting a new scar in the mirror. But when I see all we've done out here, Cassius Clutch, Meridian, suddenly the life I've burned and blown through has a real point. A reason to grown out my bunk again and again. We're making everyone else's lives a little more worth living. Thanks for helping me see that, kid. Jack. No worries, bud. No worries. Now, what's this about? On Habitat 7. And do we plant a beacon or what? Is the planet better? What am I looking
back
at?
at Habitat 7. What am I supposed to see, and what's it got to do with 100% viability?
I'm getting initiative signals, magnetosphere charges, and atmosphere probes.
The vault here remains non-functional, but with 100% viability to invest, we've begun terraforming this world with initiative technology.
Oh!
The good old-fashioned hard way. It'll eventually be a home too, thanks to you.
I think thanks to us.
A team effort, surely.
There is one more item, Pathfinder. Opening channels to the Nexus, Meridian, Prodromos, Detaeon, Tevuni, New Tachanka, and Initiative allies. By unanimous vote, this world is to be renamed. Habitat 7 is now listed astronomically as Ryder 1. Your world, Pathfinder. Their future.
Oh, thank you guys. I did not expect that. And I think that's all the quests there is. Unfortunately, still Habitat 7 named here, but I'll take it. I'm just curious how we will terraform this with the Scourge poking out. But I guess my game crashed? Really? Well, this is one way to end this episode. Right, let me see if I can reload it back so I can do a proper closing of the series. Right, and we're back. A bit annoying that I had that crash right at the end. Would have been nice not to end this series with another crash. That's 3 up until now that I had, but that's acceptable. Anywho, this shows 99% actually, but storyline, everything's finished. Not sure if I missed something or it's just show 99%, or I don't know. I'm probably gonna check it off screen or do a quick search to see why exactly shows 99%. But yep, like I stated in the previous episode as well, yep, I enjoyed it a bit more this time around with this playthrough. And to be honest, I really do hope maybe at some point EA or whoever decides to continue this series, as we do have a whole lot of the Andromeda galaxy to see, not just this cluster. So imagine how it would be, because I don't know, maybe there are other clusters that are like vassals to the cat, or they could do something to have the entire Andromeda galaxy available, but when you jump to a certain cluster which will have these systems like this, a handful of them, or let's say 30, 40 systems in there that you can explore, and then you jump to another cluster, and so on, so on, so on. That could be made, you know, on the span of another 2 games, who knows. But I guess we still have to wait regarding that, if they're gonna continue the Andromeda series or not. We'll see with Mass Effect 5 what they plan for it, but that will be not for a long time. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it here with the view of the Helios cluster, and thank you for tuning in for this series. And I don't know which series will be next, probably Horizon Zero Dawn. There is a bunch of other games that I have my eyes set on. Anywho, enough of the rambling. I'll see you guys next time. But as always, don't forget to take care.